And then as a therapist, like watching the mental health community be completely silent, not just silent, but promoting lockdowns. So even if we still believe that lockdowns were necessary for keeping the
Physical.
virus at
Yeah.
bay, we all know that people who are truly suicidal or people who really struggle with mental health issues. I work with people who had really intense mental health struggles, and that when they're isolated, that is the worst thing for them. And so we're worried about saving lives, but we're keeping people at home that we know if they don't have structure and they don't have a place to go and they're isolated and they don't have people looking at them and that they're all doing things just on Zoom or not at all, that's okay. And then, of course, keeping all these kids home from school and then wiping out people's businesses and, demolishing families and their livelihoods, all of that, I just couldn't believe that it was like, that's okay because it's a virus. What? I mean, you'd think of all groups, the mental health professionals would be, yeah, we might need to worry about this virus, but there are costs here, and this is the major one. And we know suicides went up then. We're always so worried about suicides. I talk about it all the time, but they didn't care at that time when it was a real concern.
I think another consequence that we might not be focusing on enough is how it's affected people's trust in institutions. So
That's me.
yeah, people like you and I are educated. We like science. And, I feel like for me personally, I'm the type of person who wants to naturally trust experts. And now it seems like almost every new study I hear coming out, I'm like,
I don't know. That ain't
you
that ain't
know,
it.
I'm just, I
Well,
don't
maybe
like
that's a good
what
thing
it's,
though that we
yeah,
figured that out.
yeah, it is good. I feel like having that kind of skepticism, but I feel like this is going to have long-term consequences because anytime the American Psychological Association or one of these big bodies comes out, I'm like, you're also the people who told us that castration was the cure to treating mentally ill kids. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why should I trust anything you say now?
And I don't. I mean, I believe that they're completely taken over by activists, right? So I was actually at the APA, the American Pediatrics Association
Mm.
conference in Orlando with a couple mothers and detransitioners and talked to doctors.